Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a showdown on which helicopter I like the best. I've been flying them now for about 2 months, very hard for the last 3 weeks, and I'll tell you what the best one is in just a minute. So first of all, the BL2 is just an amazing helicopter. You can crash it, you can fly it, pick it up. I've crashed it 4 or 5 times and a couple things kind of popped out, but you were able to pop it back in and it works great. I'm just amazed on I would totally buy another helicopter like this one just for just flying around if it's in close quarters. It doesn't have obviously a ton of power, but it's really snappy, but and it can do a lot of the maneuvers, but it's just small and it's hard to somewhat control in a sense, but it's a very good helicopter. I'm almost thinking this would be one of my better helicopters that I had, but I'm not going to tell you my top secret one yet is. So, but this one, yeah, this one is really good for close quarters. If you can, guys, try to fly it in close quarters and try to get your maneuvers down crisp and clean, this is the one that you would practice on, because it doesn't matter if you crash, because you can just pick it up and fly it again. And one thing else I like about this one is that you can take your battery in and out very quickly. You do not have to take your canopy off. That's awesome. Awesome thing on that one. Now the Infusion, this is the newest one to the fleet in this size. We're going to be having more videos on my newer helicopters, but this in this size, this is the newest one. I did upgrade this head to a micro heli head. I didn't want to, but I was getting a lot of vibrations, so I went and I purchased one of those, and it seems to help. That's the main thing on this one, is the vibrations. Now this one has good flight time. It can do 5, 6 to 8 minute flight times. Love it, just for flying around. The thing is the tail is okay. Now, just for the basics on the tail, if people don't know, it can only go one way. So it uses the rotation of the blades to turn it one way, and then uses the tail blade, to push it the other way. So inherently, it can't do everything, especially at high speeds. It can't do like pyro flips at super high speeds certain ways, but it works on that. But main thing is that it's slower, it's heavier, it feels heavier compared to the BL2 and the Infusion Smart. But for a trainer, it's a good little helicopter for that. Would I buy it again? I probably would. So that's my thoughts on this one. The next one is the Infusion 180 Smart. Now this one, the cons are it has lower flight times, but that's it. If you want something that is all out 3D, full power, goes, runs. Now crash, I have never crashed. I never crashed any of these yet, but this one is powerhouse hungry. It goes. The only thing that I don't really like on this one is the ESC. It takes a while for the soft start to spool up and go, but other than that, it's great. So you have to let the head spin up quite a bit first before you take off, otherwise it's gonna nose into the ground or dump into the ground. That's the only thing. I did have to adjust my gains. There are a couple people that promoted their gain settings on the internet, on YouTube, that you can check that out. So that's it. I mean, if you want smack power, hard flying, this is the one. I'm really excited about it. It flies tremendous. This one, the Infusion, is just a little slower. It does everything, but it's great for long flight times and basic maneuvers. It's great, and it's enjoyable. If you just like flying around straight and level, flying around or upside down, right side up, it does it all. It just does it at a slower rate and just not as aggressive. But then the positive thing is you get a long flight time. So I guess for me, in my flying style, I like doing 3D. I'm not hardcore as the best pro pilots out in the world, but I like flipping them around, flying them around. And I mean, and it's so hard to choose the best one. Excuse me. In all three of them, the bailout feature is great. Self-leveling is great on all three of them. So either, I mean, I've been out of the hobby for a few years, and I came back and all self-leveling was back in. That is just tremendous. If you have a fly on you or a bug, you can swat it off, or if the sun's in your eyes, flip that button, it automatically self-levels. It's tremendous. But okay, so for drum roll, for the best helicopter that I like in this class is going to be the Fusion 180 Smart. That's the one that I pick. It's just all around, you get a little less flight time, but if you want to really kick it up and fly it hard, this is the one. So and then probably my second one would be just for flying around. It just does, you don't care if you crash or not, and you basically, if you do crash, you just pick up and fly it again. It's going to be this one. This is a great little helicopter. I almost really want to buy another one. You should look at Horizon Hobby. And then this one, the Infusion 180, is just, it's a great helicopter. It flies good. It's just a little slower, and it just had a couple of bugs right in the beginning, so maybe they'll work it out. I don't really necessarily like the tail too much. It buzzes a little bit, but that's just the nature of what it is. But by far, it's super fun, and I'm going to keep it because it's a great little helicopter just to fly, and nose in hover, nose out hover, all these different things that you just need to kind of warm up on. It's great. So, but for everything, this is it. It's the Fusion 180 Smart is the winner. So thanks for watching. Bye.